If no one minds, I'd like to just go ahead and do the financial report for last month, and then we can move on to new business.
Yeah.
Everybody cool with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
All right, sounds good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull it up. One sec.
Well.
Anticipation.
Anybody got
You
the Jeopardy theme we can put up?
Dicks.
It wasn't me this time.
I know.
Oh, well, while we're waiting, so the server now has 20 gigs of RAM. And it
Nice.
moves pretty smoothly. You haven't been on it yet, have you, Eric?
No.
Okay, I figured.
Everything on the screen, including those notifications, are going to show up, bro.
All right, so do you guys see the new balance sheet?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. So things are a little down right now. Due to some new regulations put into November about tax collection, as well as threats of upcoming regulations from the SEC in 2024. There's been a large sell-off of cryptocurrency. Basically, everything associated with Bitcoin is down. Was down by January 31st, but is slowly making a recovery. Apparently, there will be some new regulations snuck in, I think, towards the end of this month, so I'll keep you guys abreast of that.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, our total balance sheet is down by about $212.22. However, the value of Bitcoin has gone up by about $3,000 to $4,000 a coin since this report, which means that the value of all the other cryptocurrencies that we are invested in have also gone up. So we should see some improvement by the end of this month or by the next balance sheet.
Okay.
But that is currently where we stand.
Yeah, I was going to say the whole market's been shit.
So, if you don't mind me asking, where's our balance at the moment? Because I'm following you.
$833.92 for total assets.
Gotcha. Oh, okay, I see up there. Okay, sorry, the screen's a little blurry on my side.
Oh,
cool. All right, but that's all that I have to report right now. So I'll stop sharing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say beyond losses, there wasn't much to share right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
All of our money just sitting there anyway, so it's what it's going to do. What it's going to do.
Yeah, I mean, I currently have us invested in about 2 different stable coins, so it's been fine. I mean, the stable coins haven't been negatively affected, but everything else has. But as I said, this happens every time the Fed threatens to make some new regulation that people are threatened by, and it causes a huge sell-off at first. Then the market balances out, then it starts to recover. So it's just a normal pattern.
Right.
All right, but that's all I have financially. So, hey, I missed the last meeting. Did you guys have it?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's not posted
Every 2
yet,
weeks.
I don't think.
Yeah, I just haven't edited and put it up yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I hadn't seen the notes online, so I was just wondering if you guys actually had one. But cool. All right.
Yeah.
Once it's up there, I'll go ahead and I'll look at it.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, honestly and truthfully, I don't think there was anything that went on. Actually, I don't even think I was there at the last one. Was I?
Yeah, you were.
Called for
Was
it.
I? Oh no, that's right. I was there. That was the first one I come back on.
It was about the basement getting it together, but this whole
Yeah. So Darnell, that's. Oh, go ahead, Matt.
Oh, so my sister has COVID, and my kids were just with her over the weekend, so I ain't doing nothing for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, that sucks.
I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
not
this
fun.
Omicron is no joke.
No, it's not.
Joke.
Oh, it's but it's also not. It's not as bad as what everything else is. So at least it's quick recovery and everything else. So
Yeah, but it's still far more infectious than the previous one, and people with pre-existing conditions are still dying.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, it is what it is. That's all we can say. Nothing else.
Yeah.
So, that being said, I'm going to, if you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and go on my thing. So, kind of fill Darnell in. So, Darnell, Katie basically gave me the go ahead. I am going to make basically a workshop, an IoT shop down in my basement.
Cool.
Like full on.
I'll be
So
right
the
back.
entire bottom of the basement is mine. So that being said,
I'm fucking busy.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Welcome to Guys Night.
Right. So that being said, we are going to start doing that there. I am actually going to start running my my actual business out of it a little bit as well. So we'll actually have a real office. So once everybody is comfortable enough to start doing stuff, if anything else, we can meet at my house. Darnell, if you need a ride, I can come pick you up, that kind of thing. And we can start doing like in-person projects. That being said, also, I'm going to set up an area where we can do a full workshop area. And if we start doing stuff remotely, we can start doing it that way as well.
Sounds
that
good.
way, if anything else, I have all the pretty much the majority of the like electronics and stuff. I can start building and going from there, and then we can go and start working on code, like we were talking about, Eric, where we can just work back and forth. Start doing that. I need to get out of my head space on work. I need something else to focus on other than work. So we really need to start getting this thing fucking motivated and going.
Oh yeah.
I feel the same.
Yep. I don't know what. I know you, Matt and Eric. What Eric and Matt have been dealing with, but I know you're still working at Dish, right?
Yep.
Yep. I get it. So, like, ideally, like, seriously, guys, this is something I really want to get to where it kicks off. Where if we can, maybe we can actually start making money and we can actually start running a real business.
Yeah.
And just do it ourselves. So I know that's a long feat and might take a while, but I think it's something we can do. We're a bunch of smart guys here, and we got proper motivation whenever we want to do it. So
I think regular in-person meetings will definitely help with the whole motivation part. I mean, I'm motivated to do things, but when I'm always at home, it's kind of like, oh, that can always wait.
No, I get it. I spent a whole year. That's what me and Eric were just talking about last thing, where me and Eric worked on the shed for 2 months straight.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden we stopped working on it for a whole year. And I'm tired of it. I don't even want to have to deal with the damn workshop anymore. So I'm just going to do the basement. Me and Katie's got plans on getting it done probably before next month or so. Get everything cleaned out. I'm going to have to seal it up, and I'm going to paint everything down, and then I'm just going to start building. And it's going to be a full-on. We're going to have a full machine shop down there. I have my air compressor and everything, so we can build whatever the fuck we need to in down there.
Okay, that sounds cool.
So, yeah,
I can hear that.
That's my hope. So, any ideas? Anybody thought of any new projects or anything like that?
Not really.
Oh, really?
Okay.
What I was really disappointed to see was, that project that we were going over when we were all still working at Dish. What was it? Project Voldemort?
Yeah, the rape whistle. Yeah.
Yeah, Project Voldemort, because we're not saying rape whistle.
What about it?
But, yeah, I was real sad because I saw a recent commercial for the Apple Watch where basically they had integrated that exact product into the watch itself.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Well, pretty much, and that's. So there's been multiple things. That's what I was telling you guys. That's where a lot of our code would be based off of. They've had these things. There's actually 2 projects on GitHub that do the same thing, but not everything that we were doing. But yeah,
Okay.
Apple, obviously they got a lot of smart guys, and Apple is always on top of it. So it is what it is.
It is, but you know what? We can think of different things and we can work on different things. So
Absolutely.
I mean, we'll find something that's just our own to sell.
I agree. We'll figure it out. I'm not too stressed out about it. I think we need to find something and just do it. I don't give a fuck if it's making a goddamn box of clothes. We need to do something.
Yeah.
So, I've actually done a couple small projects just by myself, just goofing off, and I'm excuse me, my throat. I've got a camera system. I'm going to work. I have one of my Raspberry Pis that I put together in a gaming laptop camera, and I'm making it into a security camera that detects faces. So
Will it be able to detect black faces? Because I know that your heart monitor had trouble with black people.
So that was not my fault. That was because we ordered a cheap sensor.
Yeah.
And, because when you get ghetto shit, that's what happens.
All right, I'm back.
But yes, actually, the funny thing is, believe it or not, though, face recognition towards minorities is actually a very, very struggled thing, even in like hardcore software. Yeah, it's by I think they have 65% chance of getting the stuff wrong. So
I know. Yeah, it was hilarious. I read articles on facial recognition and what was it? I guess it was just facial recognition, but yeah, it's like technology just had a hard time sensing black people, and it was it was
black, olive, and brown
article.
Yep. Same thing with just general sensors, motion sensors too.
Thank you, motion sensors. Thank you. That is what I was first thinking about.
Yep. I mean, it is what it is. Well, I mean, that's the reason. It is. Again, it is what it is. I can't insert anything there without being completely non-PC. So I will just leave it like that.
Oh,
it'd probably be the smarter of the choices.
What it is when the Walmart doors won't open for you.
I know. That's my point. Accepted and still wants a code. What?
No, it's okay. I got my white friend here. Oh, doors open.
I know, right? They do let us in.
Let me in.
No, wait. Me and Darnell's been in that situation before.
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh my god.
What? We got pulled over or something?
No, actually, I had that issue at the grocery store. I had to try multiple times to get the door to open for me. But what are you talking about?
Well, there was that time at the Walmart where the door wouldn't open for you, and all I did was stand back and laugh.
Right.
And then there was a time where the cop was like, we're both sitting there. There was a cop to our left and a cop to our right on the interstate, and you're like, this doesn't look good. And I was like, what's wrong? He's like, you're a white man driving, and I'm a black man in the passenger seat.
I remember.
That's nice.
He's like, either we're getting pulled over, and you got to pretend like you know me.
I'm sure the first thing to say, sir, is that man in your passenger seat bothering you? Is there some kind of drug deal going down?
Right? Are you safe? Blink once if yes. I'd be like, no, he's got me under captivity. He's got a gun, and I think he has marijuana.
Oh God!
No, the joke I was gonna make was like, Darnell, if they pull us over, I'm gonna be like, I didn't even know he was next to me.
Yeah, that would have been bullshit. God damn it!
Oh,
I'm not that mean.
Yes, you are.
It depends on the day.
Oh my God!
Only on days ending in Y.
Right. Oh, so obviously we haven't done jack shit with anything. So
I'd like to.
Matt, have you thought of anything else new that we could maybe look into?
Not offhand. I want to say I was trying to think of ideas, and it just nothing.
Okay, so I think we should still run with Eric's washer and dryer thing. I know it's kind of a concept that's already in process of there's plenty of other things, but I think we can still work on something like that. So I think that should be one of our focuses that we deal with.
Yeah, at the very least, we can use it as a learning tool.
Agreed. Darnell, what do you think?
No, I agree. I love the idea when he pitched it the first time.
Son of a bitch.
Didn't realize it was a bad thing.
No, I'm fucking trying to take my goddamn blood sugar and the damn thing. I got one of these. It's called the Dario.
Oh,
I know, right? It's a little device, and it hooks up to the directly to my phone and uses my phone as my sugar monitor.
I remember when Darnell was trying to hook up with the same thing.
I know, right?
Look, my interest was measured.
Interesting.
I was going to say that it's the Dario because it's really good at being a prick, but only to women.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna give that to you, man. Yeah.
This is very I'm just going through some harassment training right now.
Oh yeah.
So these are microaggressions, and you need to stop, sir.
God.
Better watch out. It's going to get escalated to a macroaggression.
I know, right? Exactly.
Nice tits, by the way.
Oh, son of a bean eater. Sorry.
I feel like that might have been a racial slur.
I think there may have been some unconscious bias there.
Right. I didn't say black bean eater.
Oh my god.
Wow, my sugar is at 403 right now.
Wait a minute, you got a problem with the black beans? What's wrong with the black beans?
Wow.
Oh my god.
This post meal. Well,
What do you mean?
After having
you
sugar
beans?
too,
The only thing that comes up to my mind, I can't even say it.
Nope.
I ain't going there.
No,
Yeah,
you
probably a good
may
idea.
not.
Stop.
Right?
So what have you been up to, Darnell? Haven't heard from you for a while, so.
Nothing. My brother is staying with me, which is great. And I'm about to move at the end of this month, so that's also great.
He's staying with you, and that's great. So, like that, I'm assuming that's a bad thing.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good for him.
It's good for him.
Wow.
So we're gonna leave it at that.
Microaggression.
I definitely understand. I'm going to poke myself with this goddamn sticker. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to move. Where are you moving?
To the east side, because it's a bigger place for less money and more room. So yeah.
How much you paying?
Right now I'm paying like $1,300, and when I move, I'll be paying like $1,089.
Why don't you come and talk to me at Landmark Lofts?
Okay, where's Landmark Lofts again?
Really?
Hilliard.
It's Hilliard. It's right there by the roundabouts.
Honestly, I don't want to live in Hilliard. The only reason I moved to Hilliard was to be closer to work, and then work said, oh, okay, well, we're not going to be opening back up, so I was fucked. I just stayed in Hilliard.
I get that.
Saw that coming.
So the rent prices are always too goddamn high in Hilliard, and the space is too small.
Yeah, I get you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the whole point was to move out of Hilliard. But for the last 2 years, every place I looked, they had no openings because people were not moving.
Well, I mean, if you would have hollered at my area, I could. I mean, I know you don't want to be in Hilliard, but I could have hooked you up.
I said I wanted to be on the east side anyway. I always loved living over there. Plus, I'm close to my family.
Right.
And plus, if my brother needs help, we'll have my family like really close by.
Does Darnell know that you got the leasing position? You were here for that, weren't you?
The leasing position?
Yeah, he's
no, I'm not leasing position. I'm the property manager, brother.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, cool.
So,
you deal with leasing.
What is it, Darnell?
So you enjoying the position?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a little stressful at times, just for the fact that people don't do what I tell them to when I need them to. But other than
so
that,
it sounds like customer service,
right?
Pretty much. I mean, it is. I enjoy the job, and I'm learning a lot. Not just learning a lot. I'm actually able to apply what I already know, and that's what the advantage to me is that I can see things from both the leasing side and the maintenance side. Mm-hmm. So I'm doing good. It's a lot of stuff. They got really shit prepared for other employees, so I'm trying to resolve that issue as couthly as I possibly can. Right now, I'm dealing with a gentleman that may possibly be a drunk. So
possibly.
Yeah, well,
I'm right here.
Allegedly. So
he's like, well, I found him passed out in his own closet, clutching a bottle of whiskey, but he might be a drunk.
Yeah, well, I can only say what I can say until I am allowed saying it. That type of thing.
No, I get you.
So,
well, no, it sounds like a rough situation, man. I'm sorry to hear that.
No, I'm not worried about it. I'm just what it is. Like I just hired this guy, so he'd take my old position, and I wouldn't have to worry about it. And the thing is now I'm still having to worry about it, and I have to worry about him and everything else. So
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep. Yeah, it is what it is. So I mean, I'll be fine. I just got to get everything situated and get it taken care of. So
I'm hopeful that I'll have something to actually present next time. Just I had to be
it's all
down
right,
for the
guys.
2
As long as we're
weeks.
talking and we're still moving, that's all that matters.
Nah, I know, but
everything's been stagnant for a while. So
my situation was very obvious why I was down for 2 weeks.
well, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's starting to look like I'll be in that same spot for 2 weeks.
Boy, I hope not, man.
Eric, I'm glad you're on the mend, buddy.
me too.
Yeah. No, I feel way better now.
I tell you that neti pots, dude, it's like a whole new world once you do that, and you don't realize how bad your congestion was even prior to all this.
Oh yeah,
and realize all this crap that comes out of your face is what kills me.
Yeah, dude, all the shifts in my head, and I'm just like, oh
yeah,
oh wow.
So let me ask you this: Have you had an issue with the water coming out of your nose like a couple hours later?
No. No, I haven't had that.
I think I have a deviated septum. So I think sometimes I can't get all the fluid out of my face. So like an hour or 2 hours later, I'll bend over at the proper angle and water will just start spewing from my nose.
Ooh.
It's fucking terrible. I know it's it sounds horrible, but believe it or not, I would rather have this than have what I've had in the past, like even 2-3 years, because my congestion has gotten worse every year. So
yeah,
and I got the Navage, so I got that thing. It's powered suction, so
that shit works wonders, man. I'm probably gonna have to go ahead and go for that because I'm
telling you, it's good. Let me know. I think I can get you a discount off of it for referring you. So I have to look because I think I have a code for it.
Oh, they've got them at the CVS, and I just use my HSA for literally pretty much everything at CVS.
Oh, okay.
So
he's talking about the Navage, though.
What about it?
They have the electric one at CVS?
I think so. Yeah.
That's what the Navage is.
I know. I'm here.
Alrighty. So we were talking about that before. Just to bring it back to actual stuff here.
Yeah.
So we need to establish a project, right? So I think we should follow up with Eric's project since that's the only real solid one we have right now. We already talked about the money situation. And did you already share the link to that, Darnell? I know you said you did, but I don't remember getting it. And I would actually like to see the numbers every once in a while without if
yeah, he shared it. It's in our docs or something.
Yeah, it's in our it's in our server. I'll make sure that the files are still there. I just need to access it again.
So, well, I was going to say, you already have access, so it should be the same password that you already had.
Yeah.
But I will say that that is all going to go down for maybe a day when I put the hard drive into it.
Okay.
So,
well,
just give you guys a heads up.
It's just going to be multiple tabs in the same file, so it'll be easy to see.
Cool. Let's see. And then, yeah. So, with your project thing, Eric, you should start drawing up some kind of concept.
I already did.
Did you already send it?
Yeah.
When?
This was a couple of months ago, I think. I went ahead and just MS painted it, but it just it shows basically what it would look like.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Well, that was the same point. I think I reset my computer, so I didn't save my didn't save some of those pictures. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to do that. I want to start building the breadboard on it whenever I get a chance.
Yeah.
Do you have anything idea what all we'll need? Did you think about that?
It should. As far as the amount of jumpers and things of that nature, no, I'm not really sure.
Well, not necessarily jumpers. I don't care about jumpers because I can make all the jumpers I want to. But I'm talking about actual what we need. We said we're going to try to use an ESP, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then we need a vibration sensor.
Yeah, all of it should be on the schematic. Well, the prototype schematic.
Yeah, there might have been, but I don't have that, so
yeah,
I don't know where you have that.
I can dig that up and throw it in the Discord for you.
Okay. Okay. The hell was that?
Darnell singing to himself.
Happy song?
What are you talking about?
The humming.
No, you were humming, dude.
Oh, I didn't even know I was humming. Sorry.
So vibration sensor. Are we doing a sound sensor too?
I don't think
We're doing
I
a sound
did.
sensor, or we're
We
doing it so
can.
that way it would just ping the phone.
Yeah, I just wanted it to go
No.
ahead and ping the phone, basically. Or, like, send a notification or something.
On what conditions? That's the point of the sensor.
Yep.
Are we using a sound sensor and a vibration, or are we just using a vibration sensor?
Just vibration.
I thought we were just using a vibrational sensor to tell when it stopped.
Right.
Okay.
Basically, it would just basically run under the conditions of, okay, it stopped, but how long has it stopped? Has it been, like, 5 minutes?
Do we need to do a vibration sensor for that, or is there something that we can do it based off the timer of the machine itself?
So the reason
we
why
could, we could do.
Well, the reason I wanted to do the vibration, though, is because, remember, I also had the situation where I have crappy breakers back there, and it was just one of those things where it was like, well, sometimes, the dryer will stop, but it didn't stop properly. Like, it stopped because it flipped a breaker or something like that. So you could have situations like that where it's like, well, that's weird. I went ahead and put it in 30 minutes ago. Why did it stop already? And then you can go and check on it and be like, okay, that's why it stopped. Kind of one of those types of deals.
So yeah, I was looking into that. I actually just based off of one of the washer schematics that I have, and we could still do that because the way we were talking about was by using the timer and power. So you could actually make 2 points on the board that measures for the vibration, like you said. And then we could also use off the timer where it comes off where it stops and stops showing voltage. As soon as it stops, if it meets both those conditions, then it sends you a message.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So that way you're covering, because honestly and truthfully, if your washer is going and it's right next to it, it may still pick up the vibration from it.
I get you. Okay.
So, because obviously you have a washer that's going to have vibration, or the dryer's going to have vibration.
Plus, if you're in like a laundromat situation, like a community laundromat or something for like an apartment complex, then
yeah, exactly. So then you would literally have to go off of the IOs, off the actual washer. So it'd have to be a yes or no statement, basically. So does it have power? Does it not have power? Simple as that. And I'm not referring to like actual power of the unit. I'm talking about power of the circuit. So
I guess the other thing you could measure though is you could say, well, how subtle of a vibration is it going to pick up? And I guess that's something where we would need to dig into the code a little deeper and see.
Well, and that remember we actually discovered that on the vibration. So you can. So it's usually between 0 and 255, if I remember right.
Okay.
Or it might be depending on the sensor. So if we say it doesn't pick up at it doesn't start sensing until it hits 75, because then any proximal vibration may not be picked up at the same strength. That makes sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. I'm just because
we don't really care what the max size
for.
What is it?
That was one thing I just didn't account for, and it just okay.
Why does it look like the astronaut is farting in the background?
So it's part of my wall.
It's the glare of the thing.
It's part of my wall.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
right.
No, he's definitely taking a shit.
Right. He's got the explosive astronaut shit.
He went space Taco Bell.
Ice cream. Right. So we're going to do this. I'm going to set up for both a vibration, and we'll do some kind of gated switch. That's what I'm thinking. And these are small sensors, so we can actually fit this in the same all the same container. Because I'm already thinking about how we can actually lay the board out inside of a box that we can just set to the side of it, and I still have all those
project boxes.
Not just the project boxes, the batteries.
Okay.
The 650s for like the vape batteries, and one of those we can still work on the deep sleep mode like we were talking about before. And with this, we actually want to have a switch on it, so we can turn it on and off as we use it.
Hmm.
So I'm just trying to think of how we could be able to do that and make sure it gets used. So what I'm thinking is this. Were we thinking this was going to be a permanent install?
No. This is something you can... So, like, basically, let's say you have a community washer and dryer set up. What you could do is you could just go ahead and attach it on there. Maybe it has, like, a suction cup or something.
Sure.
And then...
magnet because it's metal.
Yeah, it just notifies you whenever it's done. Because, I mean, that way, you know... You could move it from washer to dryer or wherever. You don't have to go ahead and just use one. Like, hey, you're in my washer. Like,
Hanky Camaros, treats, dude. Yeah, I was just thinking because because I think we discussed like, Hank, come here. Come here and eat those, damn it. I was thinking because I think we were talking about doing tiered devices, like
we were.
Yes, right. So basically a disposable, not necessarily like not a disposable as in like you're going to throw it away after each use, but like a disposable version and then an installed version that could be OEM installed.
right.
So, I'm just thinking of how we could do that because I think it would be better for this to where we could actually even put into if you want it professionally installed or whatnot. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking out of my head.
Well, just like get the prototype done and then look at it from there.
Yeah.
And then were we planning on this having Wi-Fi access, right?
Yes.
Okay. What?
Yeah, it would need some sort of Wi-Fi access.
Yep. Which
Especially
we have that on the
community
SP.
washer.
Yeah.
Right. So we have that on the SP, so that's fine. That being said, if they don't have Wi-Fi access, we need to figure out how to get it to communicate.
Right.
So would we
The only
want
thing you'd be able to do without Wi-Fi access would be Bluetooth connectivity. But that would also be a distance thing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so Bluetooth. I'm just trying to write down, and then we could do the cellular option if we had to, which we do have a board for.
It's the same way that we do the hubs that work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll have to figure out like limitations and roadblocks on communication. That's a big thing. But there's also I was thinking too. Bringing up Apple. Apple uses the A1 for the AirTags. Have you ever looked into any of that?
Not a big Apple fan, so no.
Me either, so no.
Okay, well, so they use what's the A1 chip, and basically what it does is it uses a kind of like the AirDrop protocol, but it's recognized by Androids as well. So, like my AirTag that I use for my wallet, as long as it's within distance of any phone, it'll pick up and broadcast off of their Wi-Fi or Bluetooth or their NFC, whatever communication protocol that they're able to access, and just sends out, just basically all it does is sends out a ping, like, hey, I'm here. Doesn't share any information other than ping, this is here.
Yeah.
So, and if you choose to, if it's on an Apple phone, basically what it does, it says, ping, call this number to get this to whoever. So that way, at least it gives out the contact information of whoever owns the AirTag. I'm going to start looking into that because that might be something we could look into. Because if we could get something where it just because all we're trying to do is just send a quick message that says, "Ping, check dryer,"
right,
or check washer, and if we can figure out how that protocol works, we'd be able to do that. So, I've actually been thinking about your project, dude.
He's been thinking about it without you. That's cheating.
No, it's not. I'm an overachiever, motherfucker. So, excuse me, I got gas too. So communication. Block. And then we need to figure out the deep sleep mode.
Yeah.
That again.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to figure it out.
I know.
Something where you need to figure out the voltage on it. The thing here's the thing about that with the deep sleep mode. The reason we couldn't get that 100% figured out is we couldn't get something to trigger the 5 volts to start it back up. Remember, all it would do whenever we tried to put it in deep sleep is it would just die on us. It wouldn't turn back on.
Well, so for this project, it'd have a button, wouldn't it?
No, it wouldn't have a button. So the thing is, we want to be able to. If somebody leaves it on, don't want it to drain the battery, regardless.
No, after a time period, it would just shut itself off.
Yeah, basically 5 minutes.
Right.
With the hard install, you'd have it integrated with the power button of the machine itself to be the reactivation after a certain amount of time, right?
Well, it would be the low volt, so it'd be 5 volts. It would come directly off the communication board. But that's what I was saying. What's going to say is deep sleep mode would work for us in the instance we were using it for, because we could pull out the 5 volts off of that. So there's on the newer GE washers. Actually, on most of the boards now, they actually have an Ethernet board connector on the back of the washer and the dryers. We might be able to pull 5 volts directly from that.
Smart homes, what do you expect?
Yeah, that's my point exactly. So, and these are because this is something we're trying to integrate for newer equipment, anyways. And yes, we want to be able to make it for older equipment, but our focus should be the newer stuff.
Right.
So that way we can actually figure out, make sure we have all the protocols worked, and then we can figure out a way to make it work for this thing would be with that is we'd have a reset button, and because it's an older unit, you always have to hit the reset button before you make that sensor work.
Honestly,
I mean, that's just something we'd have to do.
And it's kind of like the same idea on if you're going to Shark Tank, if you can make it work better than the actual product that the people are using that's built in, the company will buy it from you directly to have you install it in their devices.
Exactly. Well, that's my point. That's where the money for this would be to get a hold of Maytag or whoever and say, hey, we got an exclusive feature that's going to make your thing smart and better than anybody else's.
Yep.
So, yes, I like this.
Get it out there and patent it.
Right. And then, so you need, obviously the battery. So I got to get that in there. Battery holder.
2 12-packs.
Yeah, right. Also, do we want to have this to be, since it would be a, like for an older model, you have no way to attach extra power to it. Do we want to make this thing rechargeable? Put a USB charging board in it.
That's a good idea, yeah.
Which we have those, so I can integrate that.
It's the same with the fucking power cells with your stupid vape batteries.
Because that's what I was going to say. That's what I got was those for the tasers. I got those integrated USB power supplies to recharge the 18650s.
They're honestly easy to build too. You just literally attach a micro SD port, or at this point you could do USB-C if you wanted to. I think we should do USB-C. And then you just attach it to a regular old battery setup, and when you plug it in, it charges.
Mm-hmm.
Done deal. It doesn't need to do anything but charge.
Yep.
Unless you wanted to exert power also, but I don't see why.
No, this is only we're not going to add any extra features we don't need to on this.
Well, I mean, you could still imply it as a additional thing in case you build upon it ever for separate accessories.
Well, yeah, but right now we're trying to just get the prototype down on it too. So,
no, I get it, but prototype,
we can make it available, but
I say do it on the prototype and just don't mention it. It's just the fact that it's there.
Right.
Because the minute someone does have that extra idea where it's like, oh, and it's like, well, good thing we have that ready.
And were we thinking of maybe putting an OLED on it? To show display status.
Does it need it?
I wanted to make it as simple as possible because basically you could have like a power light, for example, just to kind of let you know, oh yeah, it's up, it's active, and then maybe have it like multicolored LED, so it would let you know, hey, the battery's kind of low, you might need to charge this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So maybe a light for the battery status, like okay, battery's dying,
So
battery's
light.
charged.
So
Yeah, that
basically,
would be good.
light versus obviously small screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so lights, power. So if we do the lights, we'd have to notify about power, communication.
Which you can do that inside the notification. Like it can have a notification for low battery to the phone also.
Yeah.
But that would be something required to be connected by Wi-Fi.
Hey guys, I'm actually going to go ahead and bounce at this point.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I'll review the rest of this meeting later on once it gets posted. But actually, I gotta go. But it was good meeting, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right,
If we come up with anything more, we can meet next week also.
That sounds good. If you guys have the time.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll figure it out.
All right, just open up, keep the lines of communication open. All right, talk to you later.
Always do. Later.
So power, communication, and then
We were talking too much technology for them.
I'm trying to think what else would you need? Yes. So yes, you would have to have Wi-Fi on that if you're doing that.
Yeah, I completely agree. You have to make it like known so that way it's basically something you still need to put in the print because people are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But on the same sense, who doesn't have Wi-Fi?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, there's.
If you have, well, think about it. If you have a smart washer, are you going to have Wi-Fi?
No, not necessarily.
What?
Dude, we have people who have smart homes inside their apartments. Some of them who actively use it and complain that they can't connect it to their Wi-Fi because they don't got Wi-Fi.
Or we got people that are like, oh yeah, I've had this for 6 months and I never used it, and I figured I'd go ahead and give it a shot, and it's like, okay.
Well, so we can't market to everybody, so we need to pick who we're marketing it to.
I know.
Obviously, we want to pick on market it to somebody who has communications.
It was more like the warning for the people who are going to buy, like
Right.
someone who's going to buy that Samsung washer that knows what it can do but doesn't use it.
If we want to, what we need to do is we need to set this up, do it for our particular person we're marketing it for, and then as we're working it up, and because we're going to have drafts of this, we can say this iteration should be recommended for somebody who doesn't have, who is literally the basic person.
Yeah.
So we know it can do all these features, but this one here is going to be the one that you'll want to get.
Just
it doesn't have all the
but
communication.
slowly broaden the demographic, basically.
I was giggling for the basic bitch package.
Yeah.
The what?
I was giggling because I was thinking in my head basic bitch package.
Yeah, lowest common denominator package.
Okay. So got that. That's actually, I got a pretty lot of notes here. I'm going to honestly and truthfully, if I can sit down, I'm going to try to start working on getting it built and start working on the code. Do you still have what the fuck is it called?
Yes.
God
damn it! What's it called? The Arduino.
The schematics
coder.
Or the kit?
No, the kit. Where we coded. I can't even fucking.
The
remember
code should be on one of the pies.
No, not the code. What do you mean code?
The coder.
Wait, this is gonna be no. It's no. I don't know where the fucking pies are.
Yeah. No, because we had like the coder pulled up on one of the pies. Remember, that's how we were doing it.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to use my computer.
Obviously.
Based on everything.
The only computer that we ever did the actual Arduino on, besides the Pi itself, Darnell used his laptop once, and you used your laptop. That's the other 2 times.
And that was my old,
the old
my
one.
Legion one. So, all right, I'll have to download that. Do you guys want to try to start learning a little bit of Node-RED as well as we're doing this?
We can dive it. We can pull it up on our meetings and just go over it.
Yeah,
yeah. Let's because that one's more object oriented, anyways, and it'd be nice just to be able to get a feel for doing that because I think we can get everything programmed to make it work on that, and we can actually visually see where our errors could be.
Yeah.
So I might start doing some YouTube tutorials with it.
The bit that I play with Node-RED, it was fun. Like, I think I worked with Nate for like a month straight.
Yeah.
And then we both just got too busy to.
Well, I know. Remember, because we worked with the gumball machine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whenever we first started, that was the first project that we actually really used the fucking Node-RED on. That was pretty damn fun too. I remember that.
Nate still doesn't know how. Well, Nate and Eric both still don't know how I blew up that LED without plugging it in.
Because you're accident prone.
Right. Yeah. So
I break the laws of physics.
So it's pretty good meeting, guys.
Yeah. No, by far one of our better ones. Like actually trying to dive into something a little bit more than we normally do.
Right.
It's been rough.
Also, once I get the server up, I want to see if we can get this, because I have the meetings thing on the server. I'm wondering if it would be able to handle us.
There's also another really cool meetings thing where everybody kind of has like there's like a whiteboard, right? And then all of our cameras are at the bottom, and we can all draw along to a whiteboard and put down our separate notes on each side of it while still presenting a few things.
Say that again. Presenting.
Presenting. Sorry.